Hi guys, it's Country Tina. Um, July the 12th, 2011. Got on the scale this morning and it said 288. The last 4 days, from the 11th, 10th, 9th, and 8th, and my scale was reading 291. Previous to that, 3 days, I was reading 294. And on the first day of July, I was reading 299. Actually, today's was 288.2, but I ain't counting that point two. What's wrong? I always round. I see on the 291s, they said 290.8, so I rounded them up. So I can round down if I want to, can I? Don't know if you can see it very well. But I write everything down. This, is the date, of course. This is my first morning sugar readings, and the time, and then the next thing I do is weigh. When I wake up in the morning, I put my pedometer on, right? Pedometer. And if that is on my house coat, my dressing gown, whatever you want to call it, or if I slept in a nightie or whatever, if wherever I have to put it to, even if it's here, it goes on me, right? But I try to put it in the pocket of my dressing gown, or I immediately get dressed, even if it's a pair of shorts and a my famous that blue sports bra, workout bra, that I seem to love here lately anyway. It fits me pretty good. Um, so pedometer first, right? Now, by this time that I'm actually getting up, I've already been praying, doing my devotion, and looking out the window to see if it's raining, to see if it's the sun shining or whatever. And then I get up, I strap my pedometer on, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, wash my hands, do all the little gist of that. I come straight into the kitchen. I pull out my Weight Watchers weighing scale. I put it on a flat board so I always know that it's going to weigh correctly. I put it on a 3/4 inch piece of wood, and because we got carpet, and it says you need to weigh on a level frame, solid, so it doesn't sway and move, and that's the way I've always done it. I weigh myself every morning. It's one of my tools that I use to help me lose weight, and it works. It works for me. I can go without it. I've been to the caravan, down to the beach 3 and 4 months at a time. 1 month, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever, and been without it, and it didn't matter. But I always seem to do better when I weigh myself each day and write it down. Then, of course, I immediately I take my sugar, uh, test my sugar to make sure it's okay, because you can have lows in the night or highs. And I write the time down, whether it's 12 o'clock I got up, whether it's 7 o'clock I got up, whether it is that if I didn't go to bed at all and I'm starting my day all over, whatever time it is, I write the time down. And in the same book, I have advanced it up to 4 months in here, 3 or 4 months. And let's see, after those, same thing, you know, I just spend a little time and write it. I have all my inches from July the 1st, when I started my inch challenge with Black Candy. The inch challenge she started on July the 1st. All my inches went there. She seen me write them down because I did a video. And probably a lot of you have watched it. I also put in this book how I feel. There's a date there. If I feel better, if I feel worse, if I feel the medication that they've upped me on is swaying me in some different way, if I have a headache, if I feel fabulous, if I, you know, I'm tired, if I didn't get any sleep, if I'm hungry, if I'm not hungry, how I feel about any and everything goes on the paper. Do it however you like. It is a tool that helps. You probably can't see this, but I always have something on this chair that I sit in when I get on the computer. Because you watch videos, and I don't care who you are, some videos make you hungry. Rocky, you rock my world with some of the foods that you have, and if I don't have the ingredients in the house, I get hungry. But I have really, really solid self-control for months now, ever since I've done the 32 days of liquid diet and got it in my head that I didn't need all that stuff. I've been solid, and I've gone through this past couple of weeks since I found out I'm not having bariatric surgery like a rock, because I have not went to that refrigerator, and all the foods that I have bought have been totally good for me. I'm sticking to the Weight Watchers. I'm sticking to it solid. I've written every single thing down just to show you. It's just a little bit of another update. Monday and Tuesday, I've got every single thing down. I'll take it from today's video, Tuesday, July the 12th, 2011. I made a breakfast wrap using Weight Watchers wrap. Fresh diced tomatoes, 2 medium whole eggs, diced onions that I braised in the skillet, and extra lean bacon, Weight Watchers bacon. It has no fat on it. It is paper thin, and I used 4 slices of that. Trust me, it was good. There's pictures on my Facebook page if you want to see. So good. Then I had chicken pilau for lunch. It was 11 pro points. My breakfast, by the way, was 14 pro points. I had coffee with that and a big thing of water. I'm going to show you my new water bottle in a few minutes. But you know, this is my newest coffee cup, which is quite large. The little tiny one. Had the little tiny one, and well, I had to have a bigger one. Anyway, I had the chicken and rice pilau, and it had 24 grams of protein, which my breakfast had around the same amount. So I was staying, that's my second meal, staying in close with the protein and low carbs. A little bit of rice in there to give me some energy, because the new dose, 1.8 Victoza, drops my sugar a little bit lower, which is great. Makes me feel better. And so I have to stay with that. Okay. This rice pilau didn't come until 7 hours after I had eaten my breakfast. I had been out shopping. I met up with some friends that I didn't expect to meet up with. That was amazing. Uh, a lady I was in the hospital with when I had my last knee washout, she had a total knee replacement. She's an elderly lady, and she is just amazing. Um, I met up with her and her two daughters and had a little chat, and that was awesome. So 7 hours later, I had come in the house. And the first thing you want to do when you come in the house after 7 hours of not eating is eat, right? So I was shopping in thrift stores and charity shops and the bargain shops, and I stocked up on 40 bottles of water and all kinds of things. I found some good bargains. I got new earrings from the charity shop, and they are so cute. Got a new top. This is a new top. It had a brand new sticker on it from the NEXT shop for £18, and I only give like 5 for it at the thrift store. So, and I love it. It's great. But after 7 hours of doing all that and walking and everything, and I had a little over a mile today, about 1.25 miles, walking slow, doing this and that. I gotta kind of start out. I know I was doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 miles a day, and more than that. But since I'm feeling better, it's slow. And this week, as I said, my new motto, along with "That's How We Roll," is, as Lizard would say, go hard or go home. And I said that on Sunday for Monday, and that's what I've been trying to do. Yesterday I did a mile. Today I did over a mile, about 1.25 miles. So I am doing it. Now, after 7 hours, I'll get to it, won't I? After 7 hours of being out and doing all the things, I come in. You know you're hungry. You know you're going to go straight to food. Well, I make sure I have something in sight that is Weight Watchers, and that I know would bring my sugar to a level where I'd be okay and not be shaky while I fix me a meal. So I had a blueberry muffin that's 4 Pro points. And it is made by Weight Watchers. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have put it in my mouth. I would have went for the fruit drawer or the veggie drawer, but I've been eating those at night because a little bit lighter on my stomach at bedtime. Okay, so having the blueberry muffin while fixing the rice pilau, right? Chicken and rice. I had that for lunch, and then I went out again. And I went to the theater and seen Pirates of the Caribbean with my friend Lynn. It was awesome. And I found it was quite funny. Usually it's got so much action in Pirates of the Caribbean, but this time not as much action. It was a good film, and it was funny. I got my hat turned up because you can't see me if I put it down. Look, how you gonna see that? You can't. So you gotta turn her up. Anyway, my spirit is good. Relaxation. I've been burning my candles. It relaxes me. It gets me started. Get on there. There you go. I do got hair, y'all. Y'all know I got hair. But you know how I like bandanas and hats and this and that and the other. And you know I'm gonna wear them. So, okay, after the theater, come home, dinner. No popcorn in the theater. I haven't had popcorn in the theater since I was back home in Tennessee with the kids. Promise. No popcorn. I did have a Diet Pepsi. And I had it in this. See how big this is? It's now full of water. It says right here that it holds 44 ounces. When filled to this line where you screw the top on, this is called a Pepsi Twister cup. And it holds 44 ounces of any beverage you want. Well, the biggest cup that I have is my 32-ounce Weight Watcher cup. And that's the one that I do my protein shakes and stuff in. I needed something different to put my water in so that it wouldn't taste, you know. It's hard to clean my Weight Watchers cup after so many shakes all the time. Anyway, this thing is huge, but the bottom of it is perfect. It even sits, on my tray. I have a little cup holder, and I can sit it there, and it'll hold it. It'll sit in the cup holder in the car, and it's bloody big. I love it. You can close it off, take the straw out, close it off. It's amazing. That's my new little treat from the theater. I did have Diet Pepsi in it, and I had to. When I got out of a 2-hour and 20 minutes movie after drinking the 44 ounces of Diet Pepsi, and I don't normally drink a carbonated, what do you call it? A dark color drink. The bathroom, instead of saying women above it, it said Tina. Tina. So that's where I went. But good cup. I like it. After I got home, and by the way, it was late, and I still had to eat supper because I go to bed late, right? The sky was magnificent. It was the most brilliant midnight blue that you have ever seen. It was gorgeous. I'm taking all these things in because they stave out the bad stuff. The good stuff will just wipe all the bad stuff away. All right, now, when I got here, I had a half a portion of prawns, which is 3 pro points. Prawns, you're asking, what the heck is that? Shrimp. I have a picture of it on my Facebook. Those of you who want to know me on Facebook and don't, all you got to do is ask. I had cucumber slices, carrot sticks, tomatoes, little ones. I only had like 3 of those. The little cherry. I had half a cup of spinach, or a cup of spinach, not very much. I had maybe a handful of grapes, possibly 2 ounces. I had a whole medium sized banana. I had a cup of coffee. And then much later, I had lemon squares and another blueberry muffin. That other blueberry muffin I didn't need, but I wanted it. It was Weight Watchers. It was within my points, so I had it. For a total of 38 points. Everything written down. Every single thing measured out. I measure everything. I have a scale. I have containers that only hold a certain amount. They hold 1 ounce. They hold 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce, whatever. As I was saying about the chair, you can't see this, so I'm going to show you. The book and all sits here. Those are cherries, a small apple, and red grapes, seedless grapes. My husband has eaten most of those, the grapes. But I keep that beside my chair just in case I get hungry. While I'm watching videos and stuff, because you guys, you rock with cooking, and you make a girl hungry. Be starving. So I got to reach for something good. And it's a little bit of a habit that I've just started doing because I am not a person who eats fruit. Because it's natural sugar and it does send my sugar up. I think it's crazy to eat it because it's just ridiculous calories that I don't really need. But I've changed my mind, and I have the right to change my mind because I'm a woman. So I've changed my mind about fruit, and I've been adding it in. And I add it in wherever I can. I do not like bananas. I can't stand the smell of them, but I have been eating one because of the potassium and how bad my legs hurt. This may have to be a two-parter. You may not ever want to watch it because it's going to be so long, but I'll talk your head off. I put apples and grapes in my salads. I have not eaten nuts in 2 months, maybe. When I eat nuts, I put them in my salads and stuff. I eat whole, raw, organic cashews and almonds. I do, however, eat flaxseed or linseed, which is really, really high in fiber. I think it's 30 grams of it is like 36 grams of fiber. It's crazy. But it's good. You can put it in your cereal, porridge, oatmeal to y'all. Wherever you want it, you can sprinkle it over salads or whatever you want to do. But I do that. I always keep something to read beside me. Weight Watchers magazine. My Nokia phone. Right? I got the Bible on there. I can open it up and read the Bible. I lay in the bed and do my devotion in the morning, and I read from the Bible straight off that. I have a Kindle. I read the Bible straight off that. I have the large letter version of the New International Bible on that. It's easy and it's amazing. And my best friend Wanda sent me a New International Bible last year, and I read from that, and it's beside my bed too. I also read the emotional eating books. I either keep them on the side of this chair or I keep them beside my bed, one of the two places. I have been known to put one or the other in the car with me when I go to the park. There are a lot of things that you can do to keep yourself on the path. There are a lot of things you can do to have the mindset and the courage to stay strong. There are so many things that you can do. I had some low days right after they told me I was not going to have my surgery. I am no longer sad. In fact, I am more empowered than I was because I know that I have lost 63 pounds. I did it on my own, and I own that. I own it. It's mine. I done it. Just like you all are doing it. We all just got different tools. And I had to reboot. I had to change my mind. And I had to readjust my thinking. And actually look and listen to people. When I was out today and I met those friends, they could not get over the weight that I lost. 5 stones, 60-something pounds. You know, they couldn't get over how I looked. And I used to go dancing with them on a Saturday night. And, you know, I would dance. I was a big girl. And to lose over 60 something pounds and not see them for a while and then see them and they're just crazy over it, just kept saying how wonderful and amazing it is that you've lost this much weight. And I still said, I can't notice it. I can't notice it. And I tell the truth when I say I can't notice it. When I look in the mirror, I just see me, right? I just see me. That's what I see. If I look back at pictures, I can see a bigger me. And if I look at recent pictures, I can see me in maybe just a different shape or something, but I just see me. Being at 349 pounds, I didn't see how big I was. I didn't see a 25 stone person, 350 pounds. It didn't dawn on me until I was put into the hospital and told I had type 2 diabetes and that I had to do something about this, that I was really morbidly obese. And I have lost hundreds of pounds in the past. I've lost 170 one time. I lost over 100 one time and gained it all back, and it brought friends with it. But sometimes you can be in denial and not know it. That's all I can tell you. I just don't know. Denial is something, it ain't a river. It's true denial. It sure ain't a river. But you have got to stay on a path. And you have got to think. And I have realized all of that. 15 months, 12 days ago, I was told I'd have bariatric surgery. I ain't having it. Suck it up and move on. As Bandit Wendy says, onward. And so that's what I'm doing, onward. I'm not sad anymore. I'm happy as a lark. Chilling like a villain. And I'm doing it with a purpose. I enjoy everything. I'm a happy person. I love to laugh. I love food, but my decision has been to make it the right food. So that's what I've done. And that's how I've got this far. And just so amazing to hear people comment on me and the way I look. I can't get over it. It just is really amazing. And I love it. And I want to keep going, not for vanity. Vanity doesn't play a role in it. And I honestly, I honestly believe that vanity is not a part of it, because I have always thought that I was a beautiful person on the inside and on the outside as well. So vanity is not even in the picture. It is all about my health and how I feel, and if I can walk, and if I can move, and if my back is killing me, and the medical problems and things, and the things that I can conquer and overcome. Stay tuned to part 2. Part 2 coming up. Part 2. If you want to hear what I got to say, look at part 2.